Let's get comfy, y'all. Yo, what is good, YouTube fam? It is your boy Joe Fit Johnson, back at it again, bringing y'all some fire content. So today we got a new setup, you feel me? And I'm excited to bring this video to y'all. You feel me? We got the vibe set, you feel me? We got the mic and the audio coming in real crispy. So I got asked a question that I get asked a lot, and pretty much that question was, I want to become a model like you. I know I have what it takes. What do I need to get started? Got you, bro. YouTube video coming soon. So I've made a couple of videos on this. I made some content on this. But yeah, I want to answer this question. I want to help people out there. I make videos on TikTok about this. I've made a couple YouTube videos about this, but I just want to make another video and give you guys some clarity, give you guys some steps. And first I want to cover why you guys should listen to me. So I've been in the modeling industry for about 4 years. Just a little bit of backstory real quick. I've been in the modeling industry about 4 years, right? Originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I moved from Minnesota to LA to pursue more opportunity. I was in the same position as him, right? I knew that I could model. I just didn't really know exactly how to get started, but I knew that I had to get up out of Minnesota. I knew I had to go to a land for more opportunity. And when I came out here, first thing I did, I had to find a job, right? And during that time, I had also underwent a fitness transformation. So my confidence was up. I was like in love with fitness. I was like, there's no fitness culture in Minnesota. I need to get out to LA. There's fitness culture. There's more opportunity, etc. So one thing about me, I've always been into, taking photos. Like low key, my Instagram was popping before Instagram was popping. Like I was, my selfies, what I'm saying? Fitness pics. Like I was fitness influencing before fitness influencing was what it was today. Like no cap. I'm gonna put a screenshot up here of my old, account. And I was really like popping shit low key. That's how my account originally started growing. But yeah. And then, I moved to New York, long story short, found a mother agent. Well, let me not go so fast. I was out here in LA. I was going to open calls. So open calls is definitely something that you can do as an aspiring models, right? Agencies often have open calls where you can walk in, you can meet with, their men's board or the women's board, and you can meet with the agency. And if they like you, they'll sign you, right? Or they'll give you some advice and be like, we like your look, but you need development. And that's what happened to me. So after multiple open calls with LA models, Wilhelmina, I was finally told by the director at Wilhelmina, he's like, yo, you have a solid look, but you need some development, right? Because I went into the casting, I went into the open call and I was nervous, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I was nervous, I was stiff, like taking digitals and whatnot. And what he recommended to me, and I've given this advice a little bit before, but what he recommended to me is to find a mother agent. And the technique that he recommended to find a mother agent was to go to their tagged photos. So he recommended a mother agent called Eric Stern, which is one of Wilhelmina's direct mother agents that they work with. So I did reach out to him. I didn't hear anything back. But what he told me is go through Wilhelmina's tagged photos, and there you can find a lot of mother agents that tag Wilhelmina. So I did that. And I did that with multiple agencies. That led me to, coming across different mother agents that I reached out to. And I reached out to mother agents that, had boys of color, that had, the similar aesthetic and, looked legit as well. Like had a strong board. Their boys were modeling for big things and so forth, right? And I came across my mother agent where I reached out to him. He was actually based in New York. His board was stacked. Very talented, dope models, looked super legit. And that led me to actually going out to New York, meeting with him, doing test photos, set me up with, test photographers and things like that. And I ended up signing with him. So if you don't know what a mother agent is basically like a manager, right? They're your manager that gets you placed with the bigger agency. So a lot of the times, this is what helps a lot of models really get their career jump started. Mother agent, right? So yeah, that really got my career started. So yeah, I went from Minnesota to LA to New York, spent some time in New York. My whole journey's been documented. So you can go through my videos on here. Literally, most of my journey has been documented. I've been sharing my first time in New York, moving to New York and so forth. So I've been in the games for some time. Literally, damn near all my friends are models, you feel me? So I've heard all the stories. I know a lot of different ways that you can get signed, and I'm going to give you guys a foundation. I'm gonna give you guys some advice. I'm gonna give you guys some insight on what you can implement and what steps you can take towards finding a mother agent, getting signed, and so forth. All right. So step one, first of all, step one is gonna be get a job. Dead ass. Get your ass a job, because one thing about modeling is you're not gonna make a bag straight out the gate, right? There are times, if you're lucky, I have friends that have been lucky, that get scouted off social media or get scouted off the street, and they get signed to an agency and they start working right away. And even still, it takes 90 days to get paid. There's a net 90, which means when you work with these clients, they have 90 days to pay you. So models have jobs. Don't think that you're going to become a model and just be full-time modeling. Nah, my boy. Nah, my girl. Get your ass a job. So a lot of the times there are, a lot of models do like serving, bartending. There are like runway models. Runway models is like it's basically like a bartending and serving catering company that looks for models, right? They cater to high-end clients, whether it's here in LA or New York, high-end events, and they want models. Or just have a regular job, something to help keep you afloat so that you're not super dependent on, oh, I need money, or oh, I need to get a front from the agency, or oh, I can't invest into myself to catch a flight to this job, because all jobs aren't going to pay to fly you out. Sometimes you got to put the money forward, or you have to, get a front from your agency. And personally, I never wanted to do that, so I kept me a job. I was a server throughout the years until, I started my business and things like that. Now, what I'm saying, I'm a CEO that models, you feel me? So, the modeling thing, that's just, extra money that I dump into crypto. But, and it helps with my bills and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, have you something that's going to help to support your lifestyle and keep you afloat so that you can continue investing into yourself. You can continue to live without stressing about, when is this client going to pay me? When's my next job? You got to have a job to keep you afloat. So that's step one. I would say step two would actually be knowing what type of model you are, right? You have to know if you're a commercial model, are you a fashion model? What is your look, right? Everyone can't be a fashion model, bro. Everybody can't be a commercial model, bro. And there's different markets. New York market is different than LA's market. Your portfolio for New York is going to be different than your portfolio for LA. And this is where knowledge comes in. And this is where, I'm saying, back in the day, back when I started, there wasn't people like myself giving out game. There wasn't TikTok. There wasn't people like, shout out to my guy Harrison, who be going live on his TikTok sharing the game. It was gatekeeping. You feel me? I had no idea how to break into the industry. There wasn't people like myself giving y'all sauce. You can even go on ChatGPT. I didn't even know how to find I didn't even know what a mother agent was. Like, back when I started, it was pure gatekeeping. Like, it was way different. And there wasn't no getting scouted on social media back then, bro. Like, the times have changed. I have a lot of friends now that have been scouted, via social media. And that would be another point, would be not only knowing what type of model you are and that you want to be, but also developing an image around yourself, developing a personal brand, developing a social media following, and getting more exposure. That way these mother agents can find you, right? These agencies can find you. Like my guy Shane, for instance. I met Shane on a shoot with Nike. He told me how he got scouted just off of his Instagram. New York models scouted him straight off his Instagram, signed him, and he started working just like that. That is rare. Random explosions in LA is crazy, bro. I got to get out of here. Like, there'd be some fluky stuff going on out here, but I'm gonna keep going. But developing a brand around social media can really go a long way. Like, back in the day, it was not like that. Like, I know a lot of OGs in the game through one thing I can't say about my mother agent is when I moved out to New York, I met tons of models, and also being a part of a mother agency, I was able to meet all of his models. He had a lot of models that had been in the game for a long time, and they passed down a lot of game to me, and they shared how, especially for, minority boys, like, it was a lot different. It was a lot harder to get into the game. I know some of the original polo models and things like that through my mother agent, because he had a stacked board, what I'm saying? But yeah, another tip, let me see. Okay, also, you want to know why you want to model. So this is very important because it's not all glitz and glamour. Like, and don't think that you're just going to be rich because you're a model and you're just going to live this lavish lifestyle. It's not all glitz and glamour, y'all. It's really not. Like, first of all, it's really levels to this shit. Like, first of all, like, you gotta have some tough skin because they're gonna be blunt with you. If your body's not right, they gonna let you know. Depending on your agency and depending on the market and things like that, like, have some tough skin. Living situation, depending on your living situation. If you're living in model houses, it's not sweet. It's not all luxurious and stuff like that. Should be nasty. Personally, I never really stayed in model house. I stayed in it one time. Wasn't a good experience. I was only there one day. I was in New York and I got flown out to LA, and yeah, she offered for, my agent then offered for me to stay in the model house for free instead of me paying for the Airbnb. So I was like, fuck it. Typically, I was a guy that always went and did Airbnb. You feel me? One thing about me, I had my job. I was serving. I was making bread. I'm like, yo, I will invest in an Airbnb any day. But it's all not glitz and glamour, y'all. So know why you want to do this. Don't think that you're just going to start modeling. You're going to run up a bag. You're going to be traveling to London and Tokyo and, hanging out with models. Like, you will have fun. You will meet dope people. You will be kicking it with models depending on the type of model that you are. You feel me? Modeling in LA is a lot different than modeling in New York. Modeling in New York, lit. Modeling in LA, mid. Definitely mid. Completely different. You feel me? Modeling in, like, when you go to Paris Fashion Week, I ain't did that yet, but I heard stories, Milan, Paris, Europe, that whole scene over there is way different when you walk in the runways. I ain't did that yet, but I'm gonna get on over there. I've been in my commercial bag here in LA, you feel me? But New York, model scene, lit. You pop out, you with all the models, you feel me? The clubs respect models, so you can get in there because you a model. Versus LA, they don't give a fuck that you're a model, bro. They want people that's popping bottles. They want celebs and stuff like that. It is what it is. But know why you want to model. Like, it's not for the weak. You got to have some tough skin. You got to have some grit. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the weak. You're not going to make it. Just like anything, it takes time. Unless you get lucky, you get scouted off the street, and you just start making money, or you get scouted off Instagram, you get signed, and you have a unique look, you know what I'm saying? And you're able to make it quick. But even for myself, like, it took me some time. It took me some time and some work, y'all. So it's not for everybody. And it's a journey, just like everything else. Just like fitness journey, just like starting a business, just like going to college. It's a journey that you gotta develop, you got to cultivate, you have to build your network, you have to build your skills, you got to build your connections, you got to build your portfolio, you got to build your image, you got to build your brand. Everything, it's all about building, you feel me? Let me see. All right, so next tips would be taking digitals. So you definitely want to take digitals are simple photos. They're very simple photos, and I have a tutorial of this on my YouTube shorts and on my TikTok, and I'll make another video if you guys request, or if you guys are in the creators community. So we do have a models and creators community that you can join, link down below. Discord, text message community where I have different things. I'll put y'all onto game. I'll share my mother agents list with y'all, so y'all can have a list of mother agents that y'all can submit to, a list of agencies. Just get different tips and things like that. Connect with different creatives and freelancers and things like that. So hit the link down below and make sure join the creators club. But as I was saying, take some digitals. Digitals are very simple, wearing very simple clothes. You're not wearing high fashion clothes. Black t-shirt, black jeans, white t-shirt, blue jeans, bathing suit if you're a woman, and so forth. Not a lot of makeup, very simple, very neutral, simple, right? Digitals, front, side, back, a couple freestyle poses. Get used to doing that. Get used to being on camera. Get your reps in. Take selfies. Don't be afraid of the camera and think that you can model, bro. You got to get comfortable in front of the camera. So build your network. Connect with local photographers. You ain't got to move to LA out the gate. You ain't got to move to New York. I was modeling in Minnesota before I came out here. Not officially, but I was, working with my friend Sam. I was working, I had my friend James after the gym taking photos, and I was, out there posing and, getting my reps in, getting used to the camera. And I was still nervous when I came to LA and I was modeling. Well, and I was meeting with the agency and stuff like that, I was still nervous. And I was used to being in front of the camera, but it's different when it's an agent taking your photos versus your friends. You feel me? But at least build up that experience. And then I would say start building up your portfolio. So, reach out to photographers, whether that be investing into, if you really see a talented photographer that can really, help you capture a look or capture a mood or capture something. It's okay to invest into yourself, right? It's okay to invest into a photographer, or if you have friends, if you have creators, or if you have a dope look and photographers that are up and coming and want to build their book and want to expand their skills, work together, build each other up. But you definitely want to start building up your portfolio, and you want to build this portfolio in the same light, in the same brand, in the same image of the brands that you want to work with. So again, you got to know if you're high fashion, if you're commercial, are you shooting editorials? Are you working with stylists? Are you commercial? Are you doing like Target, Smiles? Are you in LA market? Are you in New York market? And this all takes studying. Hop on Pinterest, hop in the Creators Club, ask questions, get around like-minded people, get on TikTok, follow people like my guy Shao Harrison. He really do be on TikTok. We was at Korean barbecue, and he was on TikTok really giving out sauce, really giving out game. So there's models out here that'll really give out game. So yeah, be a seeker of information, be a seeker of knowledge if you really want it, but know why you want it, because you're not going to get, you can, I'm not going to say you can, you're not going to get rich. You could get rich. Everyone's different. You feel me? But everyone's journey is different. Like my journey is a lot different than a lot of other models' journey. Some models just literally get picked up off the street. If you're in, for example, one of the homies I just met, he was in North Carolina, and he got scouted at like 16, and he modeled in Vogue his first time modeling. I'm like, what in the luck? You feel me? Like a lot of it, sometimes modeling be luck, being at the right place at the right time, but a lot of times it's not. It's work. And social media can take you a long way. So also create content, get exposure. And that goes into my next subject in terms of like actually taking care of yourself. You feel me? Like build yourself up, work out, take care of your skin, eat right, build your confidence. You feel me? So that you stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Keep your body right, so you don't have to lose weight when you go and meet with the agency. Keep your body right, so you know what I'm saying, you can feel confident when they say take your shirt off for these digitals. You feel me? So you can just be confident in the clothes regardless. It depends on the type of model. Sometimes if you're just like one of those skinny fashion models that's watching this, like you'll be fine. But if you want to be like a, like a Calvin Klein, some Calvin Klein models be skinny and just no figures, but some be having builds, some be curvy. You feel me? There's curved models. I've met a lot of curved models out here in LA. That's definitely popping as well. Plus size men and women. You feel me? So just know what type of look you have and maximize that. You know what I'm saying? Build your confidence, so you have the confidence to put yourself out there on social media. Social media can take you far if you let it, right? It's a double-edged sword is what I call it. Social media can be something that just consumes you, and you can just sit there and be a consumer, or you can use it to cultivate a brand, to put yourself out there, to use it with intention. And that's something else that we talk about in the Creators Club, and something that I talk about often. It's like, how are you using social media? Are you using it just as a consumer, or are you using it as a creator to help push your brand, to push your image, to push your product, to push your service? What are you doing with it? You feel me? But that's for another conversation. Let me see. Obviously another tip would be in a state that has modeling opportunities, right? So yeah, small states will have modeling opportunities, working with small brands and things like that. But if you really want to make it to the big leagues, you got to be in one of the fashion houses. You got to be in LA, London, Germany, New York. You know what I'm saying? South Africa has a market. There's a lot of different markets in a lot of different little areas. But definitely be somewhere where you, even like Arizona, Texas, they have little markets, clients and things like that. But if you're somewhere in like Ohio, Minnesota, you know what I'm saying, Nebraska, I don't know. I don't know about what's popping out there with the modeling stuff. You can get started with small brands just to get your reps up. But if you really want to get it popping, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, get somewhere where it's popping. And yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I would definitely say fitness is a big factor in it, man. I don't think I would have made it out to LA and did what I did for real. All in all, if I didn't, commit to my fitness journey and have that transformation, like that was a big pivotal point for me. That really helped me to be confident. That really helped me to like put myself out there on social media, build a following. That really helped me to have the confidence to move to LA and be like, yo, I can do anything I put my mind to. And I say that often. But don't sleep on your fitness journey. Like I would definitely say, don't sleep on your fitness journey. You feel me? And yeah, if you need help finding mother agents, I do have a list that I have gathered and will continue gathering that I am going to give out to the Creators Club only. So hit the link down below and join the Creators Club, and you will be texted with the link of the mother agents list. And you can join the Discord where you can be tapped in with other entrepreneurs, creators, models, photographers, stylists, etc. We are building. We're builders. We're networkers. We're connectors. We're elevators. We are all of that in a bag of chips. You feel me? So take advantage of the free opportunity and tap in. Now, there may be some things you can invest in. You feel me? There may be a modeling book or modeling courses. You know what I'm saying? Posing. I've had people tell me like, yo, you should do like posing courses. Like, cause I just give people game. People ask me, I give people game, but I'm gonna start charging for it. You feel me? Cause this is stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is stuff that I had to learn and experience, and exchange a couple dollars for it, invest into yourself. It ain't gonna kill you. You feel me? But yeah, I hope that this was helpful. This video is pretty long, but I feel like I covered a lot. Even agencies, I can help out with the agency list as well. Mother agent list and an agency list. Also like different photographers and creative directors and things like that. Like once you get tapped in with the community, you can ask questions and things like that, and I'm happy to provide resources. And I'm gonna put together an ebook that just has a whole bunch of game and just help people out, because like I said, back when I started, there wasn't all this resources, there wasn't all this game. But times is changing, and modeling is not going anywhere. Modeling's not going anywhere. It's gonna become more competitive with me giving out this game and with social media and things like that. So definitely, how can you stand out? How can you create a brand for yourself? And that's where I say social media plays a big part. Like influencers, or I shouldn't even, but influencers have become models. Like influencers and models were two completely different things. Like it is two completely different things, but they're starting to merge the both, right? Because if you have a following, then you're also promoting the brand. So they would like to book you because you're also promoting their brand and their product, versus just a model. Even though the model is more skilled and things like that, it really depends on the brand. If it's like Dior or stuff like that, they're obviously they still be one influencers with the brands and with the, so it really it's times is changing is all I can say. But if you like this, if this was valuable, definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe. Like this is a really free game that just gave y'all a lot of sauce. So the least you could do is hit the subscribe, hit the like, rock with your boy. And yeah, show some love, man. I hope that this was helpful. And yeah, whole lot of gang. Let me see if I have anything else. No, I think I covered pretty most of the important points. So whole lot of gang shit, man. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I hope this was fun. All right, so if you actually stuck around to the end, I actually forgot, maybe I guess it's not that common sense, but this is the actual gym. So after you build your portfolio, after you take the digitals, what you actually need to do to get clients, you don't need to, but you want to get into an agency. So you want to find an agency that fits your look, fits your brand, fits your image, right? Because each agency has kind of a different vibe, For example, here in LA, 2 Management's vibe is different from Photogenics, right? And you can look both of those up and kind of see what I'm talking about. But find an agency that fits your vibe, fits your look, and submit to them. You can submit your digitals. You can submit, they're going to ask you for digitals. So that's where you want to submit your digitals. You can also look for open calls. So look for open calls. You can walk in, meet with them. You can also submit your digitals. And this is what you want to do. You want to submit to different agencies, whether you're in New York, LA, Texas, different states, London, whatever. But you want to submit to agencies, because the agencies are actually what's going to get you in with the big clients. Unless you're, influencer and things like that, then sometimes big clients will come and find you. But most of the time, agencies are the gateway into the big clients like Nike, and so forth. But you don't necessarily need an agency in 2024. But like I keep saying, agencies are what, plug you in with the clients and the consistent work. They do take a percentage, and they do, put you on their website and pitch you out to clients and things like that. So if you want more insight, I'm going to make a video on how much models get paid and all that good stuff. So if you want info on that, drop a comment down below. But yeah, if you watch to the end, this is the sauce you get to get. So thanks for watching to the end. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. But yeah, submit to agencies, submit your digitals. And like I said, in the Creators Club, I will have a list of mother agents and agencies that you can tap in with.